World Whisky Day, where did it come from? What's the idea?
Well, Whisky Day was set up in Scotland by a gentleman. He just came up with the idea to celebrate whiskey and the lifestyle around whiskey. So it's been a great success, and people around the world have embraced it. Just basically made a day internationally to go out there, have fun, travel, do whatever you want to do with whiskey. But so it's a celebration of the great spirit from all different parts of the world.
Now, it's fascinating to me because you're a structural and civil engineer, graduated from Brighton University in
That's
England.
correct.
And suddenly you get taken by whiskey, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but you become one of the world's biggest and best collectors.
Well, it happened 30 years ago when I was actually back in the UK growing up, and it was at university in Brighton as well that I started experimenting with whiskey and enjoyed it. And it just grew from there. I started experimenting with one type of malt, another malt, and then travel retail stores came into the picture, finding more and more limited production whiskies. And
yeah, you said that that's actually a great place to find whiskies.
Absolutely. For starters, that's one great place to find, because there's always something there that's limited that you can always find and you can collect. And there's a lot of affordability there as well. So you can buy anything from a $50 bottle all the way to a couple $100,000, depending on what you want to buy.
You brought in three.
Yes.
And they're very different price ranges. And let's go through them and tell me how you would differentiate and why one should be more expensive than another.
Okay, so we have a nice starter bottle there called the Ardbeg Kelpie. The Ardbeg Kelpie is a nice one that comes out every year. It's a committee bottling by the distillery called Ardbeg in Islay, which is a very cult following in itself. So it's collectible. So there's very limited releases of that, and it's very affordable. It's about $100, $120. And then you've got the other one called Syndicate 58.6. Now this got a very good history. It's from an old club in Scotland from 1958, and we only produce about 500 cases a year. It won double gold in San Francisco Spirits Competition, and that's around about $180. And then we have the Prometheus. Now that's exactly what the word says, Prometheus. It's about 1,000 bottles of this 26-year-old whiskey. Once it's gone, it's gone. And so it's like that great fire that comes out, the Greek god, and once it's gone, we drink it up and enjoy. And that's about $1,000 a bottle.
Speaking of which, you brought it up, not me. What do you make of these flavored whiskies now that are all the rage?
Well, I mean, there's a palate for everybody, okay? So I recognize myself as an equal opportunity drinker. Experiment, try everything. Your palate, somebody else's palate, my palate's different. If you like that kind of stuff, it's good, but really try whiskey how it's actually, made and matured in oak barrels and casks that it ages in. And then try everything. It's not about price.
So cinnamon and whiskey should maybe not be mixed?
Not really. I wouldn't say no. It's a market for that as well, right?
What is the Universal Whisky Experience?
So Universal Whisky Experience is the company that I set up about 6-7 years ago. And it really born out of my passion to bring out whiskey and the lifestyle about whiskey and the luxury level of whiskey. So basically what we do luxury events around the world. We have an anchor show at the Wynn Hotel every year in April. We bring in the top whiskey makers from around all parts of the world, including Ireland and everywhere else, and they come in, they educate our customers. It's spread over 4 days, and we bring in whiskies that are just very hard to get. They're rare and expensive as well, but we bring all levels of whiskey.
Which is better, Scottish or Irish whiskey? That's what everybody really wants to know.
There's no such thing.
Exactly.
They're both good, okay?
It's one has an E and the other doesn't, right?
Exactly. That's just a lettering thing, right?